All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're continuing with Resident Evil Code Veronica. We barely started it last time. I'm pretty sure that we legitimately just like did the very opening bit. Like we met Steve, and that was about where I stopped, if I remember. We barely started. We got like a few minutes in. But we're continuing. First playthrough, we just need to clear the game before all the wackiness starts. Well, there actually might not be much wackiness with Code Veronica, but we'll come back to that. There's not a lot in terms of unlockables in this game. Actually, I have now done my research. I don't think this one will take too long. Personally. Let me just get the game open. Hold on. There we go. I forgot that you guys had done that to the ghosts until I just saw it pop up. That's crazy talk. That is crazy. We'll let it play. Might as well.
I'm so fucking bad.
The bad one. It's a short intro. Damn. Oh, that's right.
Resident Evil.
Buttons. You guys don't have to do them like that. It's fucked up. I love CV. I am excited to actually really get going. Oh, okay. I'm not in a bad spot. I mean, for where we are in CV, not too bad. It's very easy. Oh, I did do a little more than meet Steve. We have been a little bit further than that. Because I remember... Yeah, hold on. Did I clear all this out? I vaguely feel like I did. Looks like I did. Look at all that weed you have. It's not weed, it's totally legal, officer. Totally legal. First minutes. Yeah, I came back to save. Because that typewriter is the first and only one for like a bit. Code Veronica's level design is a bit more limiting than normal in RE. In a, well, for me at least, in an enjoyable way. There are plenty who disagree and feel like it's too, what's the word I'm looking for? Too suffocating might be a word. Oppressive. Oppressive is probably more what I'm looking for. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, right. Controls. Different. This game had weirder controls. I don't know why. I got these. Oh, nope. Yes. Controls again. It's gonna take me a minute. The good old M100P. a semi-automatic pistol. A semi-automatic pistol, which has a large-sized special magazine. This handgun enables precise, rapid shooting with little recoil. Yes, this singular handgun. Oh my god. Oh no. There we go. The normal exit button wasn't working. There's two of them. Nope. A handgun. One handgun. Definitely. One handgun. I remember there being something there, but I must have just been imagining it. Or maybe I already got it. Starting and playing for like 10 minutes the other day is gonna throw me off a bit at the start. Okay. That's fine. I think that's fine. Also, get used to the limping. It's going to be a very common sight in this game. It's been locked from the other side with a padlock. Right, the padlock on the other side. I forgot. I thought that was one of those, you know, opens from the other side doors. There we go. It was trying to aim way over there. Okay, that doesn't open. I thought maybe there would be something tucked in there. Oh. It's not dead, is it? There's no way. Is it actually? It is! How did... Okay. I will not complain. Controls the outdoor shutters. Push it, of course. Oh. It appears to be locked. I must release the lock first. Okay. The best part about CV2 is somehow every time I revisit it, I totally forget the layout.
Please deposit any metallic items you have.
Aside
in the
from this,
security box.
I do always remember this. Okay, all metallic items. My guns, my knives. We're good. Normally there, I forget the lighter. Like every time I sit there, I'm like, what? Why wouldn't it let me through? I gave it all of my metallic items. And then on the other side, nothing. Doesn't carry across. So this bit is very fun with CV. Oh. There's dual Uzis. No, they're just pistols. Control panel of the 3D scanner. There's an activation switch. Okay. Alright. What goes in there again? Ooh. Hello, flame rounds. And gas rounds. Could have sworn, oh, there is a document. I was like, what am I looking for here? User's manual. 3D duplicator user's manual. Our new product, the 3D duplicator, consists of two parts. 3D scanner portion. This portion scans a 3D object. Simply place the material that you want to have scanned onto the tray of the scanner. The scanned object will be processed into 3D data, which will be transferred to the duplicator portion. Duplicator portion. If you place the material you wish to have converted on the machine, you can begin conversion on the 3D data that was created by the 3D scanner portion. The conversion will be executed with complete data accuracy. The result will be an object precisely true to the original. Oops, wrong button. I want more gas rounds. It's too big in size. It cannot be set. Shit. It was worth a shot. It was, of course, worth a shot. Can I go in here? I can go in here. Oh. Facts on the facility access application. Please be sure to verify the content of the following facility access application form and add the applicant's name to the expected visitors list. Chief, Prison Guard Room, Paul Steiner. I hereby apply for access permission for Prison Area D. Details follow. Visitor's name, Carl Grisham. Purpose of entry, carrying in the following materials. New product sample from Metal Industries Company, TG01. Various daily commodities ordered by the prison. Note, 1. We'll be using a transportation truck. 2. TG01 sample will be stored in a designated briefcase. Oh.
Chris
Steve.
Redfield.
What are you doing here?
Chris Redfield. Is he a relative of yours or something?
You mean my brother?
Ah. Your siblings. Well, it seems your brother is under surveillance by Umbrella.
What? I've got to contact Leon and tell him to let my brother know he's being monitored. It's a good thing I have access to an outside connection from here.
Well, that file shows the latitude and longitude of this place. Why don't you send your brother the coordinates and ask him to come help?
Thanks, I'll do that.
Hey, I was just kidding.
Oh.
There's no way he could get here, even if he is your brother.
Yes, he can, I'm sure of it.
No way. He won't come. You'll just end up disappointed if you rely on others. Believe me, I know.
What was that all about?
Okay, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Which RE game has the best antagonist? Antagonists? It should have been Sadler from RE4. But RE4 is so overly silly that it kind of ruins him. Email to Leon has already been sent. Why can I not read that document? Is it not a readable document? I guess it's not. I'm spamming the button. It's not. I'm trying to think. I feel like antagonists are historically where RE kind of struggles. To be fair, a lot of them don't really have a direct antagonist. Like a human who is antagonizing you. The door's being held by something. Can't be opened from this side. It probably is Wesker, just by default. The reason Sadler's so good is because he's so goofy. No, Sadler, like, when you break down what he is within the story, he should be a genuinely terrifying villain. but he's just so goddamn silly that you can't take him seriously. Which is the same with every antagonist in RE4. Except for maybe the Big Cheese, but then there's the fact that they call him the Big Cheese, which immediately makes it hard to take him seriously because I can never even remember his name. I know he has a name. I couldn't tell you his name right now. He's the Big Cheese. That's his name. The village chief as the Big Cheese. 3D data transmission complete. So I just... Oh. Auto duplicator. If the materials are set, it can restore, or I can restore the object. What do you mean if the materials are set? Oh, I need the fucking metal. Yeah, I'm not done there yet. Bitoris Mendez. Yes. Yes. That's his name. But no, he's just the Big Cheese. Because that's what they fucking call him. So I will never be able to think of him as anything other than ink ribbons. You're gonna stop me for my ink ribbons? I put them in and then I'm like, no. No, that's fine. Release switch. Yeah.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
I already did that, right? Yes. It's the first aid spray. It's not the ink ribbons. It's the fucking first aid spray.
Metallic items you have in the security box.
I guess the can is metal. I wasn't thinking of the first aid being what was stopping me from going through. Hello, boys. Don't mind me. Just limping around, as you do in Code Veronica. I'm gonna need the space. Use this as a temporary item box since we don't have an actual item box yet. These should be enough. I shouldn't need anything more than the MP100s right now. Or actually, sorry, the MP100. It is a singular handgun. I would know. I read the description. It is a handgun. Oh, I don't want to hit myself with it. Okay, I didn't. That is a fear born out of hitting myself with that explosive a million fucking times. Why was she aiming way over to the right? The fuck? All right, give me that. Got the Survivor S rank? Yeah, we did. We had like a fucking beautiful run. It was so clean. I'll explore that once I've got this this bit done. Code Veronica had a great atmosphere, man. Look at it. My God. Oh my God! Not the dogs. No. 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 Please. Give him the zigzag. Oh, there's two of them. Oh. Okay, I can hear that I'm hitting the one over there. Oh my God, the bot still is doing that. I haven't touched that up yet. Okay. One. There's my briefcase. Come here. Been looking for that. Why is he banned? He's not banned. The bot just does that on any mod action. It says banned on my view, and I forget that on the 4x3 view, you guys are seeing my view. But the bot is wonky in that sense. It just views any moderator action as a ban. I don't know why. TG01 was inside the briefcase. There was also an explanation document for the special alloy. TG01. TG01 product description. Thank you for your continued support and for using our products. This time, we have gathered our most advanced technologies and have succeeded in creating the unique anti-metal detection alloy TG01. TG01 features? Question mark. What? Why is there a question mark? What the fuck? Anyway. Cannot be detected by any metal detectors. Cannot be pictured by röntgenography at the immigration check. What is that word? Röntgenography.
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 Runt? That's an English word. Are you fucking kidding me? Because I immediately was like, okay, what's the origin of this word? I went to look. Runt. It's English. That word originates from English. It's X-ray? Yeah, I just needed the pronunciation. Fucking Röntgenography. I hate my own language sometimes. Lightweight, yet durable. We plan to develop various weapons utilizing this innovative new alloy. We have enclosed a sample for you to review. We look forward to hearing from you regarding possible business opportunities. Metal Industries Company, Chief Development Planning, Carl Redhill. Runt? It's not even runt. It's like a kind of like a... The best way I can describe it, or like compare it, it kind of sounds like an umlaut. Oh, it comes from German. That's why it probably is an umlaut from German. That probably is why. The Google thing that popped up said it came from English. But that makes way more sense, because I'm like, what the fuck? Who wrote that in English and made it sound like that? Who wrote that down and went, yep, runt. Crazy word. Oh, there are dogs here. I'm glad I got my my slow atmospheric walks in while I could, because now we're really playing Code Veronica. If you're not familiar with Code Veronica, it has a bit of a reputation for its difficulty. I very much agree with that reputation. I would wholeheartedly say that this is like a top 3 game, or sorry, top 3 hardest game in the franchise. At least for the mainline titles. Because some of the spin-offs, like Survivor 2, if we're including stuff like that, is the hardest Resident Evil game ever made. Undoubtedly. Not even close. But if we're not including things like Survivor 2, then like, yeah, Code Veronica is a top 3. Oh, the lighter. That fucking lighter every time. What did I say? What did I say, chat? I told you. Every other time I've played this game, I always forget the lighter when I'm putting all my stuff in the box. Oh, it does get past the metal detector. Do I even need to go in that box right now? Basically, all of my items on this side are gonna be stuck on this side until I can get that other door open. The one that's blocked with like wooden planks. Oh, I have to actually set the material. Okay, we put that down. The fuck do you mean there's no need to use it now, Claire? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Thank you. These Resi protagonists sometimes, man, I tell ya. There we go. Duplication complete. My perfect copy, undetectable by metal detector. What happens if you set off the alarm? It closes down the hallway, like the security shutters in the hallway close. Oh. Oh no, I ran too far towards the wall. No. Ooh, and that set off a chain reaction. No. Yeah, that's a Code Veronica moment. Take away all of your weapons and stuff before you run through, and then fill the hallway with zombies on your way back. Fuck you, Code Veronica. Is PS1 or PS2? Dreamcast. RE characters when they're 3 degrees off to the right. How the fuck do I use this? It's true, man. It's true. They really just, if they're not perfectly aligned sometimes, they don't know what they're supposed to do. Oh, a padlock key. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. There's an indentation on the indigo blue plate. To be clear, I like Code Veronica's level design, but it is evil. I will fully admit that as much as I love the way that this game is laid out and everything, and I think it's very satisfying to actually like successfully play through, it can be very frustrating because it is fucking diabolical at times. A picture of a hawk is carved, or sorry, I read that weird. A picture of a hawk is carved on it. It's made of newly developed alloy TG01. Oh yeah, they are actually 3D models. I forgot. Code Veronica's the first game since RE1 that did this. The fully viewable models and the inventory. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful. One of the most slept on things about RE1 and Code Veronica. Having every inventory item have like a full 3D model to inspect in the menu. Look at those. Look at those. Those beautiful, beautiful Dreamcast pistols. Awesome. I love that shit for no reason. A simple key. A padlock may be opened with this. Okay, wow, yeah, that's really it. The hell? -18 for the ghosts? Hey, man. Things wiped yesterday, start of the new month, and the ghosts did not show up on day 1. Check the herbs. Are they in pots? That's a good question. They are not in pots. This was made by breeding the herb from Raccoon City. They are canonically the same herbs native to Raccoon City, though. Hilariously. Oh my god. The goblins are vengeful for last month, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh, where are the dogs? I'm gonna have to open that padlock door. I'm not carrying this key around for a fucking year. Ugh. Use the padlock key, go. My shortcut. Discard it, yes. Oh, I'm out. See ya, bitches. They had it coming, we warned them. You guys are fucking evil for this. The zombies here respawn infinitely, I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken. So we're just gonna This is the central gate of the prison. It's locked. A hawk's picture is carved into the hollow. I have a hawk. Love me some Code Veronica environments, man. I really do. As much as I do love the pre-rendered backgrounds of the trilogy, the original trilogy, and like RE1 Remake, Zero, all that stuff, Code Veronica did some really cool stuff by just making that style of game with 3D environments. They did some real neat stuff. You guys are so brain rotted. It's crazy. Oh, more herbs? Should maybe just munch an herb. I don't know if I necessarily need to. But just to free up a little room, and like I've been yellow for a bit. I got bit by a zombie after I went yellow, so I could definitely eat one. Oh, what was that? What did she just say? Smoke that shit, Claire. I cannot proceed from this side. All right, hold on. Just gotta remember this. Oh, that is good enough. It's a little less picky with the sliding angles than the PS1 games. Yeah, on the PS1 games, I would have had to readjust there for sure. I wonder how Michael Bay's Skibbity Toilet movie is coming along. Could you imagine if he actually did make a Skibbity Toilet movie? Oh, the panning camera stuff in this game is so cool. Yeah. Are they both dead? Yeah, okay, they are. Resi 9 rumored for Summer Games Fest. I'm curious, it was rumored last year as well. So I don't know. Again, Resi leaks are notoriously unreliable. Really? I'm green? Ooh. Oh, what's that? Navy proof. Yoink. Ugh. See ya, bitches. I'm out. If it gets rumored long enough, eventually it will be correct. Yeah, that's kind of the approach with Resident Evil leakers. You just say it like twice a year, every year, and eventually it will actually happen, and then you were right all along. I love this area, man. I love a lot of Code Veronica's areas. I think I love this game way more than most people, to be clear. Just to get my bias out there in the open. You're probably gonna hear me say I love a lot of shit in this game. I'm definitely someone who enjoys Code Veronica more than the average Resi fan. Oh, not the bats, dude. Don't do this to me. Handgun bullets are very appreciated. Oh. Okay, briefcase, and there's a first aid spray. Did Sega make any consoles after the Dreamcast? No, this was their last one. It performed horribly for them, which is probably why it was their last one. The The Saturn didn't perform very well. And then the Dreamcast didn't perform very well. And that was kind of like, well, time to pack it up, boys. The Saturn really just got, got screwed on timing more than anything. So did the Dreamcast. They both were good consoles that got screwed just by like the time they came out. Because the Saturn was a great system that was terrible at rendering 3D. Notoriously terrible at rendering 3D. It was amazing for 2D games. Way better than the PS1 was. But terrible at 3D. And then the Dreamcast was great. But immediately after the Dreamcast, like GameCube was just more impressive. Came right after it. And then the PS2 also came like right after and was more impressive and had the PS2's library. Dreamcast had no games. It had very few. The games that it had were good, but it had very few games. I always say no games and people immediately like freak out. I need to calm myself a bit. The Dreamcast had very few games. Very, very few. Oop, shit. There we go. Trying to organize my shit here a little bit. It's probably about time for a save. Still has more games on the PS5. True. Sorry. Or the Series X. I'll be fair. Or the Series X. But true. The top 20 Dreamcast games are very good. Beyond that list is poor. It's true. It had a few really good games, but not many. And yeah, its lifespan was so short that it didn't really have time to develop either. I will like read that note and everything that's in there, but I want to go back and do some laps to get my items from the metal detector up here first. Because I'm not going to like leave behind my Beretta and my knife. And the ammo that I left in there as well. You're crazy. You're crazy. How long was Dreamcast around? Was it 3 years, chat? The Dreamcast had 3 years of life? Of, like, being actively supported, I mean. Because obviously, you could still buy a Dreamcast today, but... 3 years? Shit. Want a real hot take? PS5 is the best PlayStation since 2? I think the 4 is better than the 5, personally. I think 4 would have to be the best since 2. Because 4, even now, the PS4 has a larger library of, like, valuable games that can't be played elsewhere than the 5 does. And the 5 is... in the last, let's say, 30% of its life, to be generous, but maybe a little less than that. And, yeah, PS4 is still getting a lot of the new games, too. Because the PS4 is so solid and the PS5 offers so little over it that we just got that data from Sony a couple months ago. That, like, half of their active player base, month over month right now, is still on PS4. Literally, like, 50% of their player base is still on PS4. Because the PS5 hasn't offered enough reason to upgrade for half of Sony's user base. That's an insane statistic, right? Insane. Like, when you really look at it that way, it's fucking crazy. I don't have a PS5. Right? It's like 11. Yeah, it's like Windows 11. Exactly. Just, it's not offering enough for people to move over.
Please deposit any.
I just want to yoink my shit and leave. I don't want to get into a fight here. Oh my. Those zombies are right there. Thank you. I'll be out. See ya. Returned us to 60 FPS gaming. If you buy the Pro. The base PS5 can do 60, but the performance modes always look like shit on PS5 and Xbox. It's not a PS5 exclusive issue. It's just this generation of consoles. The performance modes always look pretty rough. I mean, who doesn't have a Pro? 95% or more of the user base. I don't remember. Did they even include the Pro in that list of numbers? The monthly users? I don't think they did. I think they just had it as PS5 and PS4. It didn't get a price drop. It's temporarily on sale. It did not get a price drop. Don't listen to him. It's propaganda. There is a temporary sale, like right now, for the PS5 and the Pro, but it's a sale. It's not a price drop. Oh shit! Oh my god, and he like perfectly blocked my path too. There we go. Not too bad. I didn't lose too much taking that lap. At this point, just buy a PC. Yeah. It's kind of the thing with the Pro. PS5 Pro isn't as much of a scam as the 50 series Nvidia cards. I mean, yeah, but that's like saying poop is better than shit. Why is that what came out of my mouth? Poop is better than shit. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Poop is better than shit. Writing it down. And Dookie is best. What would be Dookie in that scenario? I don't even know. Nvidia 30 series, the high-end 30 series cards that are still really good and not suffering from the driver issues and were actually well priced. The last gen of Nvidia cards that were appropriately priced for their performance. Probably. That's probably the Dookie in this comparison. The Duraluminum case. Or sorry, Duralumin? Duralumin. My bad. Misread it. Oh, is there a fucking lock on it? I could open this if I had a lockpick. Get AMD. AMD's drivers have been bad recently too. First aid spray. And it's weird, it's been the same thing with AMD where like their new graphics cards have been suffering on the new drivers, but their old ones have been fine. It's so odd. I don't know why they're both having that issue right now. Electronically locked. Well, that's not happening. Back up here. 3090 is the best Nvidia card. For price to performance right now, it probably is. Maybe the 3080. Because the 90s are always kind of exorbitantly priced, even when it's the 30 series. The But yeah, probably right now for price to performance. If you're just going for performance right now, purely, regardless of cost, then 4090 is the best they have currently. But the 4090 is like $1,600 or some shit just for the card. It's ridiculous. So I don't know. It's kind of, graphics cards are not great right now. AMD or Nvidia. Secretary's note. 4 years have passed since I began serving Sir Alfred. He doesn't trust anyone. Even though I'm his attendant, I am still strictly prohibited from entering his private house. What is his problem anyway? They say he lives with his twin sister, Alexia, in his private house on the hill. Occasionally, I've seen someone standing by the window of the house. It might have been Alexia, whose extreme beauty is often talked about. I once asked Sir Alfred about this, but it only enraged him. Even though I'm his attendant, he will not show me any lenience. If I ask about her again, I could put my life at risk. After all, it is a mystery why he so desperately tries to keep his private life with Alexia a secret. Robert Dorson. Where are they getting these names in this game? Robert Dorson. Oh, another herb? What is that? Sparkly under the desk. There we go. Oh. Brilliant name that. It's a solid name, but it's one of those names that sometimes with certain last names sounds unintentionally silly, and I feel like Dorson might be one of those occasions. Robert Dorson. Son of Door. Robert, son of Door. Why do I picture like the Elden Ring health bar, the boss health bar? The music kicking in. An ID card for an Umbrella employee. The word NTCO 394 is written on it. That's a word? The word. NTCO 934. Did they misspell Dawson? I don't know. I kind of like Son of Door. Dorson is a name? I was gonna say, I'm assuming they didn't just make it up or like mess it up. Probably is a name. Just a good name. Dorson. Son of Door. Security lock system is active. Enter an employee ID to activate the unlocking device. Please enter your ID number. Oh my god, I just said it. NTCO 934. Oh my god, the inputs are sensitive on this. Could be just because I'm using a modern controller. 934, was it? Ah, shit. It's been rejected. Okay, hold on. What did I mess up? I know I was close. Oh, it's on the back. My bad. 0394. It's NTC 0, not O. 394. NTC 0394. My god, why does it take so long? I'm trying to remember here. Come on. NTC 0. Oh. 394. Show me that sweet Zelda in 60 FPS. You should watch the stream that I did of Breath of the Wild like 3 years ago. You'll see it there. Fucking Nintendo. Oh, okay. I thought there were like 5 of them from what I was hearing. It was just a lot of noise, I guess. Dirty dog. Look, all I'm saying. You want Nintendo games at a solid frame rate? Just dump them to PC. What? It's glorious, as beautiful as the day I left her. A red herb. The first of the whole game, by the way. First red herb sighting in Code Veronica so far. They need to bring back dual wielding. Hey, Resident Evil 6 had it. They did bring it back. The projection screen is down. A jewel modeled after an ant is displayed here. There's a button below. Push the button. Oh. It was just that easy. Yep, and we're getting into the weird shit already. This game, man. Ooh. Steering wheel. Yep, it's a steering wheel for a pirate ship. Or just a ship. But let me have my fun. A pair of gold Lugers are displayed here. Take them? Of course. Certainly. How could I not? Dual golden Lugers? Oh. Oh my god. Slow down. Crazy slow down.
Hey, I'm scared, but I'm aroused. I'm scaroused.
In this situation? Scaroused? Okay. Maybe a no on the Lugers for the time being. False is too quiet, you think? I don't know if I agree. I think never mind. Combat knives are displayed here. 2 handguns are displayed here. A model fighter plane is displayed here. Visual references are placed here. War seems to be the primary theme. A model battleship is displayed here. 2 magnums are displayed here. Okay. Let me guess, a tank is displayed here? I can't interact with that one. Never mind. A tank is displayed here. Can I just say, as someone who has not been on console in a long time, the fact that the discussion in chat just started with Guys, I was thinking, what if GTA 6 runs at 1080p 60 FPS? And the response was, man, that would be great. Is depressing as fuck. It's locked. A gold crest is carved on it. Does False do or still do ASMR content? It was mentioned by ChatGPT, but I've never seen it mentioned once by her or chat. No. False has an ASMR channel that she used like twice, I think. But she never has really had like the time to sink into it. Just one YouTube channel takes enough time. 2 is a lot. So second channels tend to fall by the wayside. 1080p is still considered okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the fact that it's even a question is depressing. Because 1080p 60 was the standard, like, 12 years ago. Steve! Steven! Oh, not this door. Where the fuck is Steve? How is Steve here? Oh my god. Slow down round 2. Steve is suffering. There's a message on the control panel. God. When 2 pairs complete, my anger will subside. Operate it. There are switches. Push which switch? There were 2 pistols and 2 magnums? Oh, I was right.
Huh. That was too close. But I found something, thanks to you. Looks cool, huh?
Oh, I need those. Give them to me.
You gotta be kidding. I found it and I'm keeping it. Fine. Let's make a deal. I'll trade you for something fully automatic. See you around, Claire. Adios.
Hey, wait! Steve!
All right. Goodbye, Steve. Steve looks different. Is it an alternate look? No. So the Dreamcast version, this is the original release of Code Veronica. That's what Steve looked like. That was his design. They changed Steve's design after this release in every other version of the game because people compared him to Leonardo DiCaprio. And they didn't want that. So they changed his design after this release in every subsequent appearance of him. Well, thanks, Steve. Oh.
Redfield! How dare you interfere with my operation?
What are you talking about?
You let yourself be captured so you could lead your people to this base!
I have no idea what you're babbling about.
You don't fool me! I am Alfred Ashford, commander of this base.
Oh? You must be one of Umbrella's lower level officers if you're in command of a backwater base like this one.
How dare you! The Ashford family is among the world's first and finest. My grandfather is one of the original founders of Umbrella, Inc. Now tell me, why have you attacked this installation?
Attacked?
Shortly after you arrived, my base was attacked. You must have informed your people of its location.
I still don't follow you. I really don't know anything about that.
Unacceptable! How can you deny it? My base has been destroyed. And thanks to you, the experimental T-virus was released, creating countless zombies and monsters. Tell me, who do you work for? Who sent you? Have it your way, then. You're just a rat in a cage anyway. I'll be sure to keep you entertained before I dispose of you.
God, he's so goofy. He's just so silly. The laugh is gold. There's nothing up top. Gotta love Albert. Oh! Get me out. The most dangerous antagonist because he uses a gun. He really, what's it? He really is one of the only antagonists in the series that actually uses a gun, isn't he? I will take the palace map, thank you. Not that I've really been using my map, but it might come in handy. Oh. Bowgun arrows. Yes, please. I saw the symbol, but there's an octagonal hollow. Does this have an octagonal hole? It does. Wow. Climb down the ladder. Nikolai Wesker? Yeah, but how often do they actually shoot their guns? Genuinely. Like, I'm being completely serious. How often do you actually see them shoot their guns? This is our pirate ship? Close enough. Already encounter Wesker? No, because we're playing the original version that didn't add in the extra Wesker scenes. This fucking stupid extra Wesker scenes. I will die on this hill. They're so dumb. Oh, shit. There's a side pack. You can carry more items if you equip it. Yes. Yes, please. Oh. 10 inventory slots. God bless. Gotta love the side pack. Wesker didn't make an appearance. He does, but he's used much more sparingly. Unlike CVX, where they just threw Wesker scenes everywhere. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. There are a couple transparency artifacts happening here. It's like one of the only spots where you'll see Redream not handle what's it? Some of the Dreamcast effects well. Should be an open world game with no markers. Mods, can we ban for that? Mods? I think that one's bannable. What do we think? What happened? I just heard RE9 should be an open world game. I think we could ban for that. I think that's reasonable. This device powers the boarding lift. Push the switch. Oh. I didn't realize that would already be here. Why the bats? Why the bats? Too soon. Too soon. I wasn't ready. Oh my god. Open world can mean a lot of things. None of them are good for Resident Evil, in my opinion. RE8 is enough open world? RE8 isn't open world. RE8 just uses like standard Resi design. Level design wise. RE8 is like what it should be. That's like exactly what, in my opinion. Village has really, really good Resi level design. Baggage and similar items have been placed here. Semi-open world? It's not even semi-open world, it's just non-linear level design. Don't get me started on Evil Within 2. This game looks great in some spots, man. Really great. Oh, for RE9, would you like semi-open world? No. No. Non-linear design. Open-ended spaces. Open-ended spaces. But not open world. That's very different. Oh. Okay. That's how you play in MGS games. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate it. Gothic open world environment with resource management. You guys, Resi has had its level design nailed down for 30 years at this point. We don't need to go open world. We don't need to fuck with it. We had some hiccups where they tried like straight full linear. Wasn't good. They haven't gone open world, but that worked for Souls and Zelda. No. 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 Don't get me started on the open world Zelda games. I'm very outspoken about them. I think open world was a horrible move for Zelda. And genuinely, Breath of the Wild and Tears are some of my least favorite Zelda games I've played. That's not me, like, spitting hyperbole. I'm being totally genuine. They are some of my least favorite Zelda games. What was the other one you said? Oh, Souls? Here's the thing. I love Elden Ring's gameplay. I love Elden Ring's general progression. I love its boss fights. I love the legacy dungeons. You know what has always been my least favorite part of Elden Ring that I've been also super outspoken about since I first played it in 22 on stream, blind? The open world, I think, does not fit that game. I think open world is a little too loosey-goosey for FromSoft. At least with the way they did it there. Which I know is a super hot take. It's a control panel for the shutter. The markings above the keyhole read K402. It's worked in MGS5. MGS5 it worked. For sure. I do agree with that. Wasn't Breath of the Wild game of the year? Yeah, and I don't like it. I don't like Breath of the Wild very much. I think it gets glazed way too hard. Because even, like, the more time I spent playing that game, the more issues I had. And the more time I spent talking about what I didn't like with the game, the more that I progressively started to realize just how flawed that design is, at least the way that I look at game design, because everyone looks at it a little differently. But I feel like the open world design that they've been going with for Zelda just is deeply unsatisfying and overly grindy, just for the point of having an open world absolutely filled to the brim with little things to do, but that, in my opinion, don't feel like they reward you very meaningfully. Because, like, I've talked to death about the shrines even. This is one of my really hot takes when I start digging down into it. I think the shrines are handled really poorly. And I think the idea is good, but I don't like the way they did shrines in those games. And the big reason for that comes down to the rewards. They did, like, set it up so that you could have shrines everywhere, right? Like, everywhere you go, there's a shrine. And it's this big, exciting thing because the shrines get you more hearts or more stamina, right? Right? But then you go to the shrine and you do this puzzle that, in my opinion, sometimes are phenomenal, but like half the time are either just really boring or overly tedious, and I don't enjoy a lot of them. Like, genuinely, I don't have fun doing a lot of the shrines in those games, both of them. And then at the end of it, your reward is this little piece, this little shard that is 1/4 of the reward that is a new heart or increased stamina. It's 1/4 of the way, and you have to go do 3 more shrines before you actually get your reward. I hate that shit. And the more that I break it down, the more I'm like, what were they thinking? And how did people glaze this so hard? Ugh. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the dogs. Please do a rant video on Breath of the Wild. Look, man. Zelda review series got close to getting voted in. And I genuinely, what I said out loud on stream at that time, some of you might have been here and might vaguely remember me saying this. I straight up was like, I would love to do the Zelda review series, but I really don't look forward to replaying Breath of the Wild in tears if I have to do it. Like, I actively really don't look forward to playing those again. Everything else, I'm like so down. Original Zelda? Fuck yeah, I love that game. Legitimately, it's so fun. OG NES Zelda, so fun to this day. Sorry, Jess, thank you for the 33 months. I'm ranting. Link to the Past? Fuck yeah. Ocarina Majora? Absolutely. Wind Waker? Yeah. Breath of the Wild and Tears? I sleep. I don't want to do it. I sleep. Don't want to do it. And then re-100%ing them, because I've already 100%ed both of them. The idea of all that drags down the thought of a Zelda review series a lot, legitimately. I thought I'd have even more gray hairs. Look, I'm on a Zelda rant. It's important. I gotta bitch about open world Zelda design again. As if I haven't done it a lot already. I don't know why I ran back out with no key items or anything. Hold on. Where am I going? I need to go look at what's in my inventory. The Breath of the Wild 100% world record speedrun is under 15 hours. Yeah, and that's gonna be a run that's doing shit like launching themselves across the open world for quick traversal and stuff. That game is just... Ugh. To 100%. Yeah, I haven't played Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword or Minish Cap, the Oracle games. There's a lot that I haven't played too that I've heard are great. So those are also exciting. I need a key for the case. What? Where have I not been? The fuck? Bloated? Yeah, those games are mega bloated. Bro, Tears? I still get genuinely upset thinking back on how incredibly bloated and full of meaningless content Tears of the Kingdom is. I genuinely, I get kind of heated over it. This is like the only threat I've got, is that I've got this navy proof. Got back from France yesterday and I'm so sunburnt. Is it sunny in France? Like particularly sunny in France? Well, I guess compared to England, anywhere is sunny. That's probably why you're sunburnt, but... Is it particularly sunny in France? South of France, yeah. South of France would be like Texas. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I think you should have made a review for Expedition 33. I haven't played it because I'm genuinely just not interested. I don't like JRPGs. Like, it's just... I haven't played Expedition because I know it's not my game. And like, that's fine. It looks great if JRPGs are your thing. But yeah, I've looked into it and it doesn't look like a game I would like that much. And again, not because the game seems bad or anything, but just like personal preference, it doesn't look like I would have much fun with it. It's an FRPG. Don't make me rant about the term JRPG. I will... Don't start me. Baited. Did I miss something? What's FRPG? It's not a thing. It's supposed to mean French RPG. All right, I'll keep it short and relatively emotionless. JRPG in the modern day and even beyond the modern day, for more than like 20 years now, JRPG has not literally just meant an RPG made in Japan. That is not what the term has meant. That's what it originally meant, but that's not what it's meant for a very long time now. JRPGs are RPGs with a very specific style of world progression, systems design, general structure. It is like a subsection of RPG similar to like an ARPG, a CRPG. They don't mean like American RPG, Chinese RPG. They're general subsets of RPGs. They're like a subgenre of RPG. Where if I say ARPG, in your head, you're like, oh, it's like Diablo. Or it's like Path of Exile. Or Last Epoch. Something like that, right? If I say CRPG, you're going to be like, oh, it's like Baldur's Gate. Or, what's the Warhammer one? Rogue Trader. 40k Rogue Trader. It's just a subgenre of RPG from a gameplay and a system sense. It doesn't literally mean RPG made in Japan. Because then the statement, I don't really like JRPGs, would be total nonsense. That would that would be a ridiculous thing to say. Turn-based combat? Traditionally turn-based combat, yeah. Elden Ring is not a JRPG, but it's an RPG made in Japan. Bingo. Bingo. It's nailed down from the inside. I can't open it. I think of Dragon's Dogma or Dark Souls when I think of action RPG. Well, those are RPGs that are heavy on the action, but they're not ARPGs. This is where subgenres and semantics get fucky in gaming. It seems to have stopped on a lower floor. I can't use the elevator. Because again, like, ARPG isn't a term that just means an RPG with a lot of action, or even an RPG with an emphasis on action. That's where the term came from originally, but now ARPG has been used to define a very specific type of RPG. One that typically is about clearing hordes of monsters with one attack that you spam repeatedly, or just like a screen clearing attack. The enemies are relatively weak so that they can come at you in very large groups and you can quickly dispose of them. Typically, they use an isometric camera angle. There's a lot of emphasis on like your loot systems, randomized loot systems, and the skills and the way that they synergize with your gear. The term comes from RPGs that are heavy on the action, but at this point, that's not exactly what it meant. If turn-based combat is JRPG, then what about XCOM games? No. Turn-based combat is not JRPG. JRPGs just tend to feature turn-based combat. And even then, there are plenty of JRPGs that don't feature turn-based combat. A lot of them have gone with like real-time or grid-based or whatever it might be. Like, even some of the most prolific JRPG franchises have moved away from turn-based combat, like Final Fantasy. But they're still JRPGs. Chess is not a JRPG. Thank you. But yeah, XCOM is just a strategy game. And yeah, I kind of hate all the discussion about game subgenres and stuff because they get really wild because a lot of the time people don't agree. But it largely just comes from like either misunderstandings from limited experience with a subgenre or taking the names of the subgenres or genres as a whole too literally. One of the funniest cases ever, hold on, there's a lot of hot air inside. One of the funniest fucking cases ever of taking a genre name too literally. And I'm so sorry, False, but it's False and RPGs. Not even a subgenre. RPGs. False, up until less than a year ago, I shit you not, and this was one of the funniest revelations and discussions that I've ever had with her. She thought that RPGs were just games where you played as like a predefined character and played through a story. Because she was like, yeah, you role play as that character. It's a role-playing game. Please, sir, spare me. It's such a good example of like how these misunderstandings happen. This device seems to control water current. Yeah, stop it. Does sound really loose. Exactly, because back then it was loose. But nowadays we say role-playing game and everyone understands what you're talking about. Even though it's not literally what the name is, right? Seems to be broken. So False, I don't even remember how this started. Like, I don't remember what game she was playing or anything when this discussion happened. But she was playing some game. Like, I don't know. I don't fucking know what. But basically, False would have thought that, like, Resident Evil was an RPG. Or, like... it was Dead Space. Yeah, it was Dead Space. Dead Space was an RPG. I'm trying to think. Ace Combat was an RPG. Like, literally anything where you take the role of a character and play out a story. Metal Gear Solid was an RPG, exactly. Because it was just one of those things where she had heard that RPG means role-playing game. And without any more nuance being thrown at her beyond that, she just thought, okay, any game where I role-play as a character is a role-playing game. Because, like, that's how a lot of this shit happens. Like, people hear JRPG, they're like, oh, Japanese RPG. It's an RPG that's developed in Japan. And it's like, yeah, it originally came from that. But, like, that's not really how it gets used anymore. And so these misunderstandings happen really easily with gaming genres and subgenres nowadays. Because that's literally all it takes. Is like someone hearing a genre name, just being like, it means this, like RPG, role-playing game. And it's like, yep, anything where I role-play as a character, that's an RPG. That's what that means. So I found out from that when False was saying all the time on stream, like, you know, I play horror games and role-playing games. She genuinely just was thinking, like, I play horror games and, like, story-driven single-player games was what she was actually thinking of. But it would always come out as RPG. It's so good. No one ever corrected me till Dead Space? That's insane. Well, because you never said out loud until Dead Space. Like, you said something about Dead Space being an RPG, and I was kind of like, what? I was like, I mean, it's got some like solid upgrading stuff, and like the progression's pretty good, but it's not like an RPG. And you're just like, what do you mean it's not an RPG? I was like, oh wait. Because as that discussion went on, you eventually just got to, yeah, you play as Isaac Clarke, and you like go through the story. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So what are RPG games? Genuinely, RPGs specifically have gotten so broad that just RPG doesn't mean a whole lot anymore. And that's why there are so many subgenres of RPG. And this happens with a lot of genres in gaming now, right? And that's the reason that subgenres exist. It's when the genre as a whole starts to get so broad that just saying RPG doesn't really tell you much. That's when you start getting subgenres to more accurately describe things just with like a quick phrase, right? That's where we start saying like ARPG. Like if someone was asking me about Path of Exile, what kind of game is it? I'd be like, oh, it's an ARPG. And if they know what that means, they think of like Diablo. Maybe Borderlands. That's like as deviated as it gets, where I'm still like, yeah, it's pretty fair to call Borderlands an ARPG. Everything is there outside of like a couple things. But they might think something like that, and that gives them a pretty good idea. Or if I was describing Baldur's Gate 3 and I said it's like a CRPG, then they could think of things similar to that, because obviously Diablo and Baldur's Gate 3, they're both RPGs, but they're wildly different games. And even then, like you take those and then you throw in like Elder Scrolls is a totally different game. And then you throw in fucking, what's another subgenre? Final Fantasy is a totally different game from Baldur's Gate or Diablo, but they're all RPGs. So that's where RPG at this point is too broad. RPG with action is ARPG. I already went over ARPG. No, go back. I literally like bullet pointed out loud what ARPG is like 2 minutes ago, maybe. And no. These things exist. These terms exist to define a game quickly and to give like a fast, easy idea of what the product is like. And once we start muddying things to that extent, the genres and subgenres lose their purpose. Which is the reason that I get on about this, because people in the past have been like, bro, why do you care this much about subgenres? It's like, because if we don't define what these things mean and stick to them, we lose the purpose of even having these terms. There's no point in even having them at that point. It's a storage warehouse. It's locked. Seems I need a special key to release the lock. I heard Yakuza is a JRPG. Some people say that. There's not really much JRPG DNA in Yakuza, to be honest. I feel like describing it as a JRPG is not super accurate. And even then, like, the parts of Yakuza that feel somewhat like a JRPG are really, like, its side content. It's not even its side content as a whole, just, like, its side quests, really. And, like, the way that you interact with random NPCs. That's kind of as JRPG as it gets. But yeah, I've also heard people describe Yakuza as a JRPG, and I feel like it's not accurate. Let people make what they want, and then we define it. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can make whatever you want. I'm not saying you can't. That never even came into the discussion. What I'm saying is when we start labeling everything super haphazardly and just calling anything whatever we fucking want to call it, then the whole point of classifying things with genres or subgenres is gone. Right? Like, the point of having genres is to put labels on stuff to be like, this is what this is, generally speaking. And you can get the idea. Like, think movies, right? Which are so much more easily understood with genres. Like, you've got comedy movies. You've got action movies. You've got rom-coms. Or let's just, I already said comedy, so let's just say romance movies. And the reason that you have those is so that people can look at something and be like, oh, that's a comedy movie? I like comedy movies, so I might like that. Or, I don't like comedy movies, so I probably won't enjoy that. I probably won't watch it. It's the same exact thing with games. That's why we use genres and subgenres to define things. Is Evil Dead a comedy or a horror movie? Both. Both. Memo on the pass number. The emergency door lock system in the biology experiment room can be released with the 4-digit pass number. I hope you haven't forgotten about that already. I have just received an order from the system administrator requesting us to change the pass number periodically. What bothers me is that you often lose important memos, pass numbers, or even chemicals. So in an attempt to solve that problem, I came up with an idea. You know the red human skeleton picture at the back of the biology experiment room? I have decided to use the pass number signed on the picture as the pass number. I have decided to use the number signed on the picture as the pass number. If you happen to lose the memo, just look at the picture. Well, I don't think you would ever need to use the emergency pass number anyway, but just in case, now you know. Take it easy, Mr. Careless. Damn. Mr. Careless. Emergency door lock system activating. The door says bio experiment room. Abnormal air. I can't enter the pass number. Abnormal air. There appears to be no one around. A red picture is hanging in the back. I can't see the number from here. Ketchup. I labeled RE4 as survival action or just a cover-based third-person shooter. I wouldn't... Here's the thing. What I say for RE4, 5, 6, like that era, I go with action horror. Because if we're being honest, there's not much of the survival element there either. And with like 4 and 5, there is a cover-based mechanic there, but in RE4 you use it like literally twice in the entire game. And then RE5 you use it for like the last, I don't know, 5 chapters out of like nearly 20 chapters. So even then, like, the cover-based thing is present, but I don't know if labeling the game as a cover-based shooter is necessarily accurate. You know what I mean? You can have survival horror without fixed cameras and tank controls. You can. Yes, you can. Even Jared admits it now. Even Jared admits it now. God, I remember that being like the controversy with him for so long. Because that shit pissed people off so much. Who the fuck is Jared? Avalanche reviews. He used to have this thing in his videos that pissed people off a lot. In his RE videos. Where he was adamant for a long time that if a game didn't have tank controls and fixed camera angles, it couldn't be survival horror. And he eventually was like, no, never mind, that was a bad take. But it took him a long time. And for a long time in like the survival horror community on the internet, people got so mad at him for that take. Understandably. It was a bad take, right? But like, people got so pissed about it. And I remember being like, no, that's kind of dumb. But like, I didn't get pissed about it. And like go post on Reddit about how dumb he was, right? A lot of people did. It was funny. I think it was RE2 Remake that eventually he played that and he was like, okay, you guys, I take it back. This is definitely survival horror, even though it's over the shoulder. I admit it. This is survival horror. I think it was RE2 Remake. Because I feel like it might have been RE7 that had him changing it, but I don't think it was. I don't know. I haven't seen those videos in years, like pretty much since he uploaded them. I don't remember. I vaguely remember with RE7 that he was still kind of hanging on to that, where he was like, it feels like survival horror, but it's not because it's in first person. But I could be wrong. It could have been RE7. Definitely by 2 Remake, though. He had backed off of that. Oh no, I hit the button. No! This button breaks the game. I don't know why. This pause button. And we're back. Jesus Christ. Bowgun for a bit. What does the VMU do in this game? Oh, well, I just turned it on. Hold on. That shows you your health status. I have it bound to a button to toggle it. He uploaded a more in-depth video distinguishing the difference between remasters, remake, and reimaginings. I think that's one of his best takes. I see them differently than him. I did watch that video, but it's mostly in terms of the labels. Reimagining is a very new label that is not really picking up, at least in the industry yet. Among fans, a lot of people are starting to use reimagining, so we might see it get picked up. But for the time being, I'm still on board pretty much with like what the industry is actually using. Reimagining isn't a term that the industry is using quite yet. They just haven't adopted that yet. So I see it basically the same way that he does, but just shift things over where instead of remaster, remake, and reimagining, I see it more as re-release, remaster, remake. Just shift it all over the way that he said it. I see remake and reimagining as one and the same. That's actually remaking the product. If it's the same thing, but it looks prettier, that's a remaster. And if all they did was just increase the internal resolution and then release it again for a higher price tag, it's a re-release. Kind of just uses remake for all 3 a lot of the time. Yeah, that's where things have gotten fucked with that. That's one where like I get really upset over this one. Specifically with publishers in the industry. They basically check the bare minimum boxes that they can to use those higher labels like remaster or reimagining. And then they bump up like the label pretty much in the marketing or in the title or whatever it might be. And that's where I hate that shit, because it's led to so much confusion around like what is a remake versus a remaster. And it drives me nuts. Pretty sure the devs of RE4 Remake used the term reimagining when marketing the game. Did they? I don't remember that. But they might have. What would they call re-releases? Like definitive editions? Yeah, re-releases, they don't really put like re-release in the title. But I'm just saying like that's kind of the label that I throw on them. If it's like a definitive edition, anniversary edition, anything like that, typically it's just a re-release where it's like, yeah, the resolution might be higher, but they didn't really do much outside of that. That's just like, yeah, they bumped things up a bit, but it's not to the extent where I would say this is a remaster. Because I always point back to when the term remaster was first, or when remasters first started really picking up steam in the industry, because like they've been around for a long time. But when they really started blowing up, in like the mid 2000s, early to mid 2000s. Would SH2 be a remaster or a remake? A remake. That game is like twice as long as the original. Halo 1 and 2 Anniversary, I would say, are remasters, to be clear. Those ones are a little different. Like RE1 HD Remaster? No. Pause, rewind. RE1 HD Remaster is not called that because RE1 Remake was labeled Remaster. It is called that because RE1 Remake came out on the GameCube. And years later, I think it was like 2015-ish, somewhere around that. I don't remember the exact year that the remasters came out. That remake got a visual bump in terms of resolution and everything. They added widescreen. They did a bunch of stuff. They gave it a little touch up and released it on Steam, PS4, Xbox One, all of those systems. And the HD remaster is pertaining to, it's an HD version of that remake. This is where shit gets confusing when they start remastering remakes and re-releasing. But that's where that label comes from. It's that they HD-ified the remake. This is kind of a totally different game. I mean, SH2 is like that, where like it's faithful to the story of the original, but which I know FF7 isn't, but it is a totally different game. And that's where like the discussion is coming in with RE. The RE remakes are all totally different games compared to the originals. I'm actually, like, I missed something somewhere and I'm lost. This has happened. Again. Oh no. Okay. Trying to think of where I'm missing. Master Chief Collection remastered all the Halo games, but also had an option for OG graphic styles. There's only remasters of 1 and 2. But they remade all the cinematic cutscenes. That only happened with Halo 2 as well. But those cutscenes are interesting. I've talked about them a lot. Because those cutscenes weren't even handled by 343, who did the Anniversary Edition. They were literally outsourced to an animation studio who just did the cutscenes and nothing else, which is why Halo 2 Anniversary looks so different in cutscenes versus gameplay. Those cutscenes are a particularly interesting case. I'm fucking lost. Like, I'm genuinely lost. Halo 1 and 2 would be remasters, upgraded graphics, and nothing else. Bingo. Game isn't changed. It just looks better. Remaster. You see the patch notes for solo players for Night Rain? No. When is the patch coming out? They already have patch notes up? We were expecting like a 1 week wait. Did they already get them up? If patch notes are up, it must be soon? It's still next week. Okay. I was gonna say. What the fuck am I missing? This is crazy. This is the most lost I've been in an RE game in a fucking long time. What am I missing? This is why we do a normal playthrough before, what's it? What about Elder Scrolls Oblivion? See, now this is a hilarious one. Oblivion, I would put more towards remake. Because the gameplay plays very differently from original Oblivion, despite a lot of it being similar. The changes that are made are so significant to like the systems design. The quests are the same. A lot of the dialogue is the same, most of it. But they made some pretty significant changes in Oblivion that make it feel totally different. Said something about a solo revive for boss fights. Solo revive. There is one currently. I was using it yesterday. There's an item that you can buy from the merchants in solo for like 10k runes that when you die, it will just revive you with like half of your HP or something like that. Not an item. Like you get one free revive. I don't know how I feel about that. Is this unlocked? No. I was like, is this maybe an electronic door? And I just thought it wasn't. I have an idea. I have like the only one place that I could be missing something. Check your map. The map is all clear. I checked it already. But I think I missed something in a room and I have an idea of what it might be. I wouldn't mind a False and Chole Night Rain stream. False and I played Night Rain last night. It was really fun. We did it with the seamless co-op that lets us just do 2-person, which is already out. By the way, the seamless co-op mod is hilarious. So, okay, the Night Rain seamless co-op, get this, chat. We used it last night. All that it does, it puts you on a different server because anti-cheat and all that. You don't want to get banned using it. But legitimately, all the seamless co-op is doing for Night Rain is you put into the settings, like config file, how many players you're going to run with. So I put 2 when setting it up. And then you get into a lobby together just normally, like by using Steam invites. Just completely normal, how you'd get in a lobby otherwise. And then you just go to matchmake. And if you have 2 players in your lobby, it starts the matchmaking and then instantly ends it and puts you in. So the reason the mod came out in like 2 hours is because all that the mod is doing is it checks if you have the amount of players you're trying to play with. And if you do, it skips the matchmaking and immediately starts the session. That's all it is. And FromSoft couldn't fucking put 2-player in. It's still balanced for 3-player. And guess what? Took us like 2 tries. 2 tries. To actually beat the first Night Lord playing with 2 people. That was it. The balancing isn't even a problem. FromSoft dying on the hill of that game being 3-player only is ridiculous because it plays perfectly fine otherwise. There should be a circulation pipe. With communication is better. Oh my god, there's literally a pipe right here. Are you fucking kidding me? That's what I missed, the pipe. That's what I missed. Mod took a couple hours to release. FromSoft could have done it in 15 minutes. Yeah, there's no reason that they couldn't just let you play with 2 people. Like, wholeheartedly, there's no reason they couldn't. Here we go. Found what I've been missing. A small key made of steel with the word storage. But yeah, we beat the dog in like 2 tries. It was very fun. With 2 people. But also, like, saying that 2 people with communication is better than 3 with none, I agree. But that being, like, their reasoning, I still find to be very flawed. Just because If people are intentionally queuing for duos, I bet you it's not because they're queuing with a random other person intentionally. It's probably because they have one other friend they're trying to play with, and they're just playing with them. They don't want a third random. Go figure. Go figure. It feels like such a modern gaming issue from game companies. Genuinely, FromSoft just not allowing for duo queue is ridiculous to me. It's a 3-player co-op game, and they say, yeah, you can play it with 3 people, or you can play it alone, but you can't play it with just 2 people. Why? Why? Makes no fucking sense. Poor console players are stuck with either 3 people or solo. It's so stupid. I don't know why they died on this hill. It's so dumb. Because it seriously is. Like, me and False wanted to play it together. But, do I have to, like, pop the key out or something? Or is it not for this? Storage. Oh shit, storage key. That must be at the airport? So many baffling decisions. It won't be the last one even this year. No, it won't be. That's the thing with Night Rain. Night Rain is such a solid game that is held back by FromSoft literally just making a multiplayer-oriented game, but then refusing to do anything to even come close to being on par with modern multiplayer experiences. Like duo queues. Using networking that's not just peer-to-peer. Because right now in Elden Ring Night Rain, there is one player who is designated the host. The other players are connecting to that host. And depending on how your connection matches up with theirs, you might have a great session. You might have the laggiest session of your life. It is entirely dependent on how you and that other player are connecting. It's peer-to-peer still. No communication. Like, no in-game chat, voice chat, text chat, none of it. Just so many things that I'm like, if you're going to make a multiplayer focused game, you have to be willing to put in the effort to put in like basic multiplayer functionality, right? You have to be. You can't just say, nuh-uh, not doing it. Because look at how people have reacted. They're pissed. Even I'm pissed. And I'm playing the game with just one friend in a modded version that allows us to play just together. And I'm pissed at them, even though it doesn't affect me. Because it's so stupid. It is so fucking dumb that they went that route. If you're doing it, at least do it right. Exactly. And the thing is, FromSoft's next game after this is also going to be a multiplayer-oriented title. Duskbloods is going to have a multiplayer focus too. So what are they going to do then? Just nothing again? What do you mean you don't understand that my fancy twirl means phase 2 of the boss is incoming? Yeah, it's so dumb. T-pose means let me solo this boss. Well, the thing is, if you haven't played Night Rain, there is no time for any player in that lobby to stop and communicate through emotes. Because yes, that has been a Souls tradition. It doesn't work in Night Rain. Because Night Rain, here's the structure of the game. Day 1, You drop in, you have 10 minutes to prepare for the boss, and if you can't beat that boss, you reset. You go back to the start. Day 2, same thing. You have 10 minutes of prep time, boss fight. And then day 3 is just the big boss at the end of the run. Brother, I can't breathe. You literally, if you stop moving for more than like 2 seconds, you are actively wasting valuable time. Like, legitimately, that is just how the game is. You can't stop moving and doing things because you have to like rapid fire prepare. You don't have time to stop and emote with other players. The other players aren't going to stop for you to emote because they already understand that. They're not going to stop moving. Right? There is no communication in that game because you can't even do the traditional soul stuff. Yeah. Move the lift up. Come on. Go. Go. Uh-oh. No. My God, I only brought the bow gun! Oh, he's not close enough. Oh. Okay. Slight panic, but we made it. Biohazard keycard. Huge. That's for the military base. Yep. Or not military base. Training base, training grounds, training facility. I forgot you could do that in this game. Holy shit. That's right. You can just have all the arrows loaded in. We all know the bowgun in RE2 kicks ass. Yeah, I think they just didn't want to have you burning 3 arrows a shot anymore. Probably. I don't know. But here, it serves more of like an ammo saving purpose. Where like, it is weaker than just using your handgun. But it seems like it's intentional. Alright, I'll stretch. Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. Night Rain is a good game, by the way. I genuinely, it's a fun game. There are some things that are like, the online stuff primarily. But, yeah, that's really my big thing. The little perks that you carry between runs, I feel like some of them are underselling themselves. Unless I'm crazy, because they seem to be more impactful than they lead on. Like, I swear, unless they've totally changed the attribute system from base Elden Ring, they're not really communicating how transformative they are. Because, dude, seriously, like, I've equipped the +1 vigor charms to my characters before a run. And if you've played Elden Ring, you're like, okay, 1 more vigor does nothing. But then you get into the run, and you have, like, noticeably more health with +1 vigor. And then if you equip, like, a +3 vigor, which is the highest I have seen so far, it's, like, way more health. It's not even noticeable. It's, like, significant. So I don't know what the deal is with those, but something's up. They seem to be massively underselling themselves. At least in my experience so far. Because there's no way that the +3 is only giving you +3. I swear. Unless they've changed, like, a lot of how that stuff works. What was the +57 you got yesterday? It was like +57 HP on something. I can't remember. I only have my bow gun, and that's an optional boss. Nope. No. No need to use it right now? Claire, are you... Okay. It said lock can be released once the air is cleared, but like... I have the card. Oh, it works over here. Dude, Awakening looking good. Oh. And there's the shutter. It closes behind you. Great. Alfred. Or Albert? Alfred. Alfred. Albert is Wesker. Alfred. There's an indentation on the indigo blue plate. Locked from the other side. Yeah, Alfred and Alexia. Albert is Wesker. Different character. Oh, look at that. Look at the light through the windows. This is a Dreamcast game, boys. Look at that. God damn it, another one?
Welcome, Claire. Consider the area you are in a special playground I have prepared just for you. Please try and keep me amused, and do not disappoint me by dying too soon. I so want to enjoy this.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible laugh. His evil laugh is so good. The evil giggle. Why was that one so much longer? And then it's a save room. Okay. The week's work schedule is written here. Oh no, hold on. I'm trying to get the herb. There we go. Can you laugh like that? No, my voice can't go that high. Not anymore, at least. It used to be able to. Pre... me fucking it. No, don't save. No, 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 no. I just saw another sparkly. Oh, it's on the couch, not on the table. The hemostatic. Medicine that is used to stop bleeding. Should be used on someone who is wounded. Oh, I know who to give that to. The boy at the start. The boy. I'm gonna stick with the bow gun. I like calling him the giggler, by the way. I think from this point on, Alfred should just be the giggler. We've already got a lot of great nicknames on the Resi cast, like Gibble. Gibble is a classic. Oh, fuck yeah. There's a submachine gun. It isn't loaded. Man, what do you mean it isn't loaded? Oh, there's ammo for the submachine gun. Well, don't mind if I do. And the Bandersnatch. Ah! Okay. A design that I have been absolutely ruthless about throughout the retrospective. The amount of times that I've dogged on the Bandersnatch's design is actually kind of wild. I need to calm down. Oh, is he dead? Yeah, fuck you, bitch. I got you. The VMU is really helpful in bad spots. Is that a booger? It looks like it. Why? It's a good design. There's nothing intimidating about that guy. In gameplay there is, because they have the fucking stretchy arm that messes you up. But, like, visually, as a monster design, look at him. Look at him. Get him, Steve, get him. Do your thing. Oh, oh. You know, chat, I think Steve is pretty okay.
Oh yeah, that felt good.
Never mind.
Don't worry, Claire. Your knight in shining armor is here.
Never mind, I take it back.
You wish. But thanks for the help.
See? This is why you need me. I got your back.
Whatever. Here, take these.
Machine guns? For me?
You know the deal, in exchange for your Lugers.
Okay, okay.
Thank you, Steve. No ammo. What a bitch.
This thing is too cool. Yes! Now this is my kind of weapon. All right. Huh? Hey, this thing's empty. You cheated me.
Up there, plenty of ammo, just for you.
Way up there?
Give me a boost and I'll get it for you.
All right, all right. Ow! My back!
Sorry.
You're heavier than you look. Hurry up!
Happy now?
What?
Now that your knight has made his appearance, he can join you in your descent into death.
Oh. Little bug there, little glitch.
Okay, let's do it! Wait here, Claire.
Oh.
Time to test out my new toy.
All right, goodbye, Steve. He seems excited. Oh. That's right. Hold on, we need to... There you go, Steven. Are they Mac 10s? Hold on. They are Ingrams. They're Mac 10s. 38 caliber submachine gun. It uses .380 ammo. Oh, these cannot be used with a submachine gun, he says while staring at grenade launcher rounds. God, the dual wielding implementation in this game is fucking cool. And the SMGs just feel nice. Secured with a simple lock. Cannot be used with a submachine gun. There's a handgun part placed on the work desk. It cannot be used with the submachine gun. Yeah, it's actually pretty sweet that they got the dual wielding worked out to where if there are two zombies close to you, it'll aim one at both of them. Or one at each of them, rather, is what I'm trying to say. It's pretty neat. Oh my god, he's still alive. It's gonna... Ha! Ha ha! Oh my god, no. Works for me. Oh. Machine gun used... Machine gun. It's a machine used for ventilation. It seems to have been in use for a long time. The only other game I can remember doing that was Yakuza Dead Souls. Even then, Dead Souls kind of... It's different. It's a little different. Because Dead Souls doesn't really have him targeting... It's Akiyama with the dual guns. Doesn't really have him targeting two at once, but it has him kind of like jumping around. Like, he'll just shoot whatever's closest as long as it's on the screen. But he'll never, like, do this where he's like, bop, 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 in two different directions. A relief of a weird-looking face. Handgun bullets are in the mouth. Oh, handgun bullets are in the mouth. SMGs, yeah, that was... I got machine guns on the mind. That's all.
It was dirty work. But this area is now clean. See? You can depend on me. You see? This thing is a lot more reliable than any person.
Than people? Steve. What were you doing here? Who brought you here, and where is your family?
Shut up! I don't want to talk about it.
Steve.
Never mind. Let's get going.
No, false. He's terrible. He's awful. Oh, goodbye. And now he's gone. Well. Blue card reader. You really had to give him the SMGs? Yeah, he's just burning all the ammo, shooting the fucking wall for no reason. 'Cause he's throwing his tantrum. Normal Steve behavior. Who saw that coming?
Claire, are you okay?
Steve, behind you!
No.
What's wrong, Steve? Shoot him!
Wait! I can't! No!
Steve!
Oh my god, this scene.
Steve.
Absolute cinema.
Father. Father. Father.
The extra sob was not needed.
Used to work for Umbrella. Tried to steal information, intending to sell it off to the highest bidder. He was caught. Mom was killed. And we were sent here.
Oh, Steve.
He was a fool to do something so reckless. So stupid.
Code Veronica music, though.
It's okay now. Just rest.
Steve's father. He is obviously dead. Claire. Oh my god. He is obviously dead. Jesus Christ. Claire. That. No shit, Sherlock. I'll be examining this. A large-sized relief. The imagery appears to be telling a legend. Why not? Oh, no. Okay. Can't get up on there. Well, I'll just be seeing you two around then. Oh, maybe not one of you. One of you's pretty obviously dead, actually. Dogs, fuck. please. Thank you. Nothing back here? Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Wanted to kill Claire but missed and killed his father. No. Where am I going? Ah, yeah, I am going up there. I was like, should I still be in the training facility or no? Answer's no. I love the areas with the small bits of like actual dynamic lighting that CV has. Looks so cool on the Dreamcast. Fuck off, no. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I don't like him that he's a kid. Raiden's not a kid. What do you mean? How old is Raiden in 2? At least 20. She's talking about Steve. He's 20. He's between 23 and 26 years old in MGS2. We're not exactly sure. Oh. The timeline just says that he was born in the late 80s. Apparently that's the only info we have for Raiden's exact age. So he's older than you, False. Probably don't have to kill this one, but I've already shot him now. Sunk cost fallacy and all that. There's another one. Oh, great. Okay, at least he didn't get me. There. Talking about Steve? Are you talking about Steve, False? I thought you were talking about Raiden. Oh my god. What the fuck, auto aim? What? Yeah. Thigh shots for the win. Yeah, I know Steve is a kid. But I think she's talking about Raiden. Oh. Oops. Bowgun looks rubbish. Yeah, it's like the ammo saver in CV. Claire's, I want to say 19. Claire? 19 sounds right. Wait a minute. I don't have a healing item in Code Veronica. What am I doing? I only just noticed that I'm not carrying a heal. Jeez. Claire in this game might even be 18? She's the same age here as she is in RE2. I feel like the games almost make it seem like there's a large gap between RE2 and CV, but there's not. It's a gap of like 2 months. Hold on, other side. Oh, I probably could have gone around the chair. Yeah, the angle from the front made it seem like I couldn't, but Then I saw this. Something is written in the memo. First digit left, right. Second digit left. Third digit right. Fourth digit right, right, right. You must not reset while maneuvering. Happy 25th anniversary for this game. What's the exact date? Didn't CV come out early in the year? I think we did miss the actual, like, 25th. Yeah, it came out in February. What? It is 25 years old as of this year. Let me just... What? Really? Huh. I bet that's not a controversial video at all. Your favorite son's Code Veronica video is just titled Code Veronica is a masterpiece. That's it. I'm sure that's not controversial whatsoever. There's no power going to it. Turn the computer on? Of course I will. Forgot what Chris was doing in this game. Chris is off in Europe somewhere, hunting down Umbrella. The European branch of Umbrella. The American branch is pretty much dead at this rate. Or at this point, rather. Don't remember where Rockford Island is geographically. What do you think of his content, your favorite son? Your favorite son is great. He was in that big project, Zany's project that I was on. What was that? 2 months ago, I think. Hold on. Hold on. I got this. Left, right. Left. Right. Right, right, right. That's easy to remember. I got this. Left, right. One. Left. 19. 197. 1971. 1971. Rockford is in the South Pacific. Okay. I knew it wasn't over in Europe. For a while, I thought that Rockford was supposed to be, like, just off of the coast of Europe, but I found out that I was very wrong. That was so fucking loud for no reason. Oh my god. Auto aim, please. There. Oh, that's an herb? I can barely see that. It's blue. The garbage man is back. Yeah, the Bandersnatch design. In Darkside Chronicles, the Bandersnatches look awesome. Prior to Darkside Chronicles, not so much. But in Darkside, they look fucking sweet. Man, some of the areas in this game are just awesome. Look at that. Look at that. So good. Oh. How does Claire find out he's there? RE2. You find the notebook in the Star's office in RE2. I don't know why. I keep instinctively checking in the inventory for my health when I forget that I have a VMU toggle bound. My God. The she-giggler. You guys want to talk about how light the 100% for this game is going to be, actually? Actually, we just got to a new area. Remind me in a bit. Let me take in the environment real quick. But do remind me to talk about how light this is going to be. Actually, no, I got time. All that we have to do, we have this playthrough where I'm like refreshing myself, just enjoying the story for stream and everything, all that. Oh my God, why? Then we have to rerun the story. Actually, pause. Forget that I said that. Then, just completing the game once will unlock the battle mode, which is like the side mode for this game. We can mess around with that a little bit. Battle mode has its own unlocks that aren't very bad. Battle mode is kind of like RE3 Mercenaries, a little different. We'll get to it. But there's like stuff there where you can, you know, clear the battle mode with this character will unlock a new character sort of thing. There's like a progression to that on its own. And getting an A rank with every character in battle mode, an A rank completion with every single one of them gets you the linear gun to use in battle mode. It's the unlockable weapon for that. And then that's it. Battle mode, not very extensive for 100% stuff. Basically just get an S rank, or sorry, an A rank. S rank isn't in this game. It's A here again. For every character. That's it. And then for the main story, all we have to do after just this playthrough is run it back and get an A rank completion to unlock the rocket launcher. And that is the only unlockable for the main story. So that's the 100%. After just playing through it once, A rank playthrough of the story, A rank completion on every battle mode character. Son of a bitch. And then we're done. So 3 streams? No, Code Veronica is one of the longer... Use the lighter? Is that a thing for bats? You're fucking me, right? In all my years, all of my playthroughs of Code Veronica, I have never known this was a thing. Never once. Does this game have more than one difficulty? I don't think so. There might be like an easy mode, but I don't think so. Wait, what? I didn't know either.
Focus, brother.
Like,
Our
what?
enemy is only a little girl. Oh, why is this taking so long?
My apologies, Alexia, but I have been doing my best.
The revival of the Ashford family depends on your success, brother.
I am aware of that, Alexia. I will revive the family name myself and make you the master of the glorious Ashford family.
Do not worry, brother. I will handle them both myself.
Who is there? Is someone at the corridor?
What is it, Alexia?
Nothing. I believe I must have been imagining things.
Let us go, brother.
Hold on, I'm writing. Sorry. They're definitely siblings, the Giggler and the She-Giggler. I think these are good titles for them. I've never known about the lighter thing. Not once. That's crazy. A large-sized doll, possibly custom-made. The Giggler and Shigler? I think She-Giggler is maybe a little funnier, but Shigler just sounds not right. The music box is locked. The music plate inside has been pulled out. A blue sapphire is embedded in the opening, or embedded by an opening. Exquisite furnishings decorate the area. There's nothing useful here. The creepiest twins I've ever seen think their bad father. It appears to be a relief. Seems to be a woman's back. The Giggler and the She-Giggler. Give me some of that. Yeah. Gotta love a good green and red herb. The classic. There are so few red herbs in CV. I didn't really notice it until today, but there are very few red herbs. Still a ton of greens, but very few reds. It's interesting. Maybe that's part of why this game is notoriously difficult. The music box is playing a beautiful melody. I love CV's soundtrack so much. Something is written on the back of the lid. Red Queen and Blue King return. The path opens. Stop the music box? Yes. Oh. Oh. That is a huge music box. Comically large music box. Yes. Silver key. Oh. Silver key? A key made of pure silver. Oh, the Ashford family's crest is carved on it. It's for the palace. Okay. The palace doors. Got you. Man, I love that this game is so big, just like so expansive that I genuinely forget the layout and the progression every time I revisit it. The hole in the ceiling has been sealed. Oh. Well, shit. Watch your fingers there? Yeah. Antique dolls are on display here. They could be Alexius. Neil before blog, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Alright, I guess I'm back out. I can't believe the lighter thing. Like, genuinely, I never knew. I can just chill in here now. They're not gonna fucking touch me. This is crazy. Yeah, it is way more linear than usual. Found your YouTube channel the other day. It's been a great companion for podcast editing. I appreciate it. Thank you. Glad you enjoy it. Poor socks. All right. The lighter's crazy. I can't believe it.
Ow, wow.
So,
Ow,
oh,
wow,
no.
wow, 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 wow. That sounds like that fucking dog
Whoa! That is one of the best ones. That one is good. Whoa! Ow! Son of a bitch. Ow. I hate them so much. Bandersnatches are the worst. I think the mommy milky one is the best. That one probably is the best. But that one is one of the best. You guys know the real Annabelle doll has gone missing? Oh my god. Hello? Oh, I already killed this one. We're good. We're fine. Don't mind me just limping through the Code Veronica map. The average CV experience.
Do you know who woofs woofs?
Fuck
I can
me.
show the DMs. Do you know who woofs woofs in my DMs? Someone that is in this chat.
It's so loud. That one is so loud out of nowhere. Oh my god, every time. I don't know why that one is specifically so loud. I still don't have the key for that case. It's crazy. Alright. I would save here. Oh, you know what I should do? Sorry, I would save here. But I've only got like 10 more minutes, so... Because she was yelling? She's always yelling. It's not because of that. That's normal. That one is just really loud. I gotta go save the boy. True. It is true. Is there a Chole lore where you and False got into a fight? Never like a legitimate fight, no. She threatens to fight me all the time. Like, all the time. She's always itching for one. She's always saying, you want to fight? You want to fight? I'll do it. But we never do, for her sake. Because I know I'd whoop her ass. So to spare her, I don't. I don't bite. Plus, she knows, anyway. She acts tough, but she knows. She wouldn't stand a chance. So she would never actually try it. Fought in Halo a couple times. Did we? I don't feel like we did. Not like actual fights. I don't think. Cause I mean, like a legit fight is like you're both actually mad at each other, right? I don't feel like we've ever had one of those. Just little scuffles. Yeah. Never like a fight, though. It's only Foss that's mad at Chole. I don't know what you mean. Hear me out. What? She says Ace Combat is bad. She knows it's not true. She's just trying to get a reaction. I'll make her fly plane someday. We'll get there. Ever play Blue Stinger? I've never heard of Blue Stinger. What is Blue Stinger? Where you got into an actual fight, like a proper physical fight? I used to a lot. When I was a kid, I was really fucking scrappy. Like, all the time. It happened a lot.
What are you doing here? Hemostatic medicine. How kind of you. Thanks.
Here, let me help you with that.
Thanks, but I can take care of myself. Just go.
Okay.
Keep it. It was a gift from my brother, but...
Thanks. Here, let me give you this in return. You might need it later on.
Maybe.
Now go. Don't worry about me.
A lockpick. A lockpick. I don't know why I'd unequipped my crossbow. Stinger, I hardly know her. Shouldn't even fly the gummy ship. You'll see. She'll fly planes someday. Someday. And she's probably shitting herself right now because she knows it's true. She knows it's unavoidable. Just like she'll build and pilot her own false mecho someday. You'll see. You'll all see. It's very hard to not enjoy Ace Combat. And it's so weird because it's one of those games that, like, you look at it and you're like, yeah, that might be kind of cool, but I don't know. Like, unless you're already into flight games. You look at it from the outside and that's kind of the reaction, but then you play it and you're like, oh, it's just fun to fly a plane. And then you realize that, like, the more you get comfortable with it, the more it really, like, opens up. And there's actually a lot that you can do with it. Like, you can get pretty fancy with it. And just gameplay-wise, it's a good fucking time. Now, I'm far from one of the guys who will sit here and tell you that I love, like, the lore and the world that they've crafted and the stories, because I'm not. The gameplay. I'm there for the gameplay. Even, like, the games with the best stories, I would describe myself as slightly interested. No, AC4's story is probably, I would say AC4's story is good. The Japanese version of AC3 is like I've done copious amounts of drugs. And other than that, they're like slightly interesting at best for me. AC4 is good. AC4 is good. Story-wise. AC4 is also just the best one, but story-wise, AC4 is good. Legitimately good. Assault Horizon is fun. Absolutely. AC0 had a cool story? No. Let's be real. Alright? Hear me out. It's Ace Combat 0, but Pixie isn't in it. Is it still cool? Is it still cool without Pixie? Be honest.
Force you to peg on stream. I'm very easily convinced.
Glad I was not on stream that day. Do I say use? Or do I just inspect it? Yeah, use the lockpick. There we go. Bowgun powder was inside the duraluminum case.
Just turn around and there's this big figure just pounding me.
Yep. These quotes, are we sure False doesn't have an OnlyFans? She doesn't. Yet. I think Anime Woman OnlyFans has potential. False, isn't that a thing? I think she's told me that that's already a thing. False. 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 Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Anime Woman OnlyFans? Did he say yet? Look, man. Money talks, and in this economy, it's more like money screams. Yes, yes. What is it like? What is it? Just art? Just artwork? Do they just commission a lot of art? Yes. More like Fansly, but still adjacent. They're pretty much the same thing, right? Oh, that was Silver Key. I went through it too fast. How long before AI generated anime girl OnlyFans? It's probably already a thing. Why? Also, me still there. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Fuck the Bandersnatches. Leave me alone. That are not safe for work toggle for model. Oh. Interesting. Live streams. That's a folder. I thought that was like an object I could grab. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh. Take the eagle plate, yes. I think I know a couple places that could go. Weird cat is here again. She's always here. Hunks report. Attention. Mr. Alfred Ashford, head of the facility. It is attention. It's addressed to him. Today at 1632, I arrived successfully from the Umbrella transport base with the large-scale BOW capsule. Extreme care was taken during transport, and all 108 checkpoints were confirmed condition green in accordance with standard procedures. It is currently being stored in a freezer. There's one thing that I don't understand. We are normally assigned to special missions. Why were we ordered to transport a frozen capsule this time? I understand that this may be classified as top secret, but without knowledge of the contents, our safety could be at risk during the transport. This is especially important if the contents are potentially harmful. We would like to ask you to provide us with more information, should we be assigned similar missions in the future. I still remember the good old days that I spent here in the military training center. Nothing has changed since then. We will gear up for the next mission today at 2300. Umbrella Special Forces Unit, Hunk. There we go. CV pulling out member berries here. Yeah, you guys heard of Hunk? Game's over, just about. Just about. Can Hunk take out Chris? I'm gonna throw in a hot take here, okay? I am. No. Did you see Chris hit that boulder? I don't think so. Human unit never killed? Not at this point. Not yet. I still don't know what game that originates from. Isn't that funny? I have a suspicion of what game it originates from that I haven't played. The human unit never killed acronym. I still have not played a game where it has actually appeared in the game. If it does come from a game, I think I know what game it probably comes from at this point, considering I haven't seen it. And I am incredibly curious if that is actually where that comes from. Because that would be crazy for such a popular acronym to come from where I think it comes from. Anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed. It is about that time. So, I gotta go back to video editing, all that stuff. You know how that goes. Boring, I know. But I do. If you enjoyed the stream, feel free to go ahead and leave a like, sub, follow, wherever you are. Any of those. Good things, I think. Also, if you enjoyed on the YouTube side of things, feel free to... Oh, I already said like. Leave a like, because algorithm. If you're looking for links to anything outside of YouTube or Twitch to engage with the community, check out links in the description below on YouTube or on Twitch. They're on the channel page. They're in chat commands, things like Twitter, Discord server. If you're looking for any of those, they're there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope you all have the rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.